Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood masterclass here. I hope you're well. I love you, and I thank you for spending time with me. Today is day 6. We've got 2 more days of sales, thanks to Vinegar Syndrome's new summer subscriber week. And something that I want to address right at the top of the show here that I completely forgot, slipped my mind because of all the fun we've been having, spending way too much money this July. July 5th of this year marked, are you ready for this? 3 years. 3 years on YouTube. That's right. I've reached my 3rd anniversary here on YouTube. It completely passed by. It was yesterday. I didn't do a celebration, so I feel like I should do something, and I will eventually do a 3rd anniversary live celebration or something. I'll figure something out. But 3 years on YouTube, I'm very happy about that. It disappeared. It's a flash in the pan. It's almost as if time stood still. I can't believe it's been 3 years, but it has been. Made some really good friends, one of which I'll have with me today as we go into the sale. But first, reminder, here's where the party's at.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
I hope everybody is well today. Of course, we're talking Vinegar Syndrome discounts, well, for better or worse. Before I bring in that window, let me bring in my co-host. What, Tony? What is KMN?
Kill me now.
Oh, okay.
Or kiss my nuts, whatever you want to. Either one. I woke up like my son had his iPad, everything was right next to me, and I said, I'm gonna lay here for a little bit longer. And I laid there, and I got up to because he's obsessed with water. I found him mixing my drinks together, which is fine, but my desk was wet. The entire thing was wet. I hope my region free player works yet. My VCR was wet. Hold on, I'll show you this.
Obsessed
What
with
the
water.
fuck? I don't understand what kids think. This is my blood bank, right?
Uh-huh.
The dent.
Oh man.
What the
Oh
fuck?
wow.
What the F? Like, what possessed him? You know what I want to do right now? I want to go down and get his most cherished toy, probably his Mike Myers mask, and rip it. And go, that's how that feels.
Oh. Being a parent is wonderful.
Oh my god, that's why I have no more.
Yeah, no, I've been there, man. I've been there. I've gotten so many posters ripped. And I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Like, why? Why did he do it? Oh.
I don't know. It's
anyway.
it's bizarre.
Hello.
Anyway,
everybody.
thank you for joining me, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out with me on these sales.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I wish I didn't look so pale, but I can't. If I close the window, it's gonna be too dark. I look like like look at you. You're California. I'm Pennsylvania. Well, can you tell?
I've got a light on. I've got a colored light on me, so it gives me a tan, instant tan. All right, we're about 8 minutes away. Let me check in with the chat here. Hopefully, we got some stuff to buy today. I hope everyone can spend some money. By the way, yesterday I had a lovely Criterion double feature. I finally got to dig into my Wall-E 4K and Thelma and Louise. Excellent 4K double feature. I highly recommend those releases. I'm sure you guys will be getting anyway. Oh, just phenomenal stuff.
I was gonna get Wall-E, but I didn't get it yet. But I did see the physical copy, and it's nice and beefy.
Yeah. So Thelma and Louise is beefy too. It's like the same packaging. That's great. Oh, it's phenomenal. Great looking picture too.
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but yeah,
really, really good. Jason, good morning to you. Planet Mondo, what's up? I haven't grabbed a single title yet, but hopefully today is better. Wow, I'm shocked, Mondo, but I'm also proud of you. So there you go.
Well, Mondo and I did a trade, so if the sale don't go over, at least I have something to watch.
Oh yeah, Ladybird sucks, but have fun.
Is it really?
I didn't like it, but I mean, it's one of those movies that like, if you like coming of age movies, you'll probably dig it. But I wasn't a fan.
I thought the trailer looked really good. So
I like her in it. I think she's a good actor, but the movie I thought was like it just didn't really go anywhere for me.
Oh.
Griff says, "Sup everyone? 2 new partner labels joining VS. See more on the artsy fartsy stuff. Oh really? Let me know. I had not heard that. Ooh, I guess that news just dropped. IFC is joining OCN. Wow, IFC's got some good titles though, so that could bode well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not more of the stupid video girl diaries thing. Jesus Christ. Hopefully, not more. Griff says, "Congrats on 3 years. Thank you, Griff."
Oh yeah, congrats.
Thank you. How long has it been for you, Tonebone? You lose count after a while, right?
It's a long time. I've been on YouTube since it started. But
really?
But this channel, it's not as old. It's still a bunch of years, though. I would say, I have to look it up. That's funny, yeah, but a long time.
You know, it goes by faster than you would imagine it to. My first year, I felt crawled, but that was my year where I was live. I mean, not live. I was doing daily videos, and when I saw no real benefit from going daily every day, I was like, well, why am I doing that?
Now, is your anniversary like the first time you created the account or first upload, or did you do that
for
the
me?
Same day?
It's technically the first anniversary of the first. There's an original iteration of Master Chaos, which was a sort of a mini-series thing, and then when it became physical media only, then it was just July 5th. Then that's when I started counting officially. We have a little technical difficulty on Tony's side. A little.
No, he walked it.
Dropped by.
Yeah, a little technical difficulty.
A little one.
That's a good word. That's a good It's my LTD came in.
There you go. LTD. All right.
But I heard
Alice,
you. I heard
so
everything you said though.
So that's when I started counting, when it became physical media exclusive in terms of me really trying to make something out of it. And little did I know. Skulder, hello to you. Alex says, Tonebone here to take us to the bone zone.
Always.
Oh, we got a super chat from Oxdub. Where'd it go? Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Thank you, Oxdub. I appreciate that, brother. Hello, MC and Tone. I ordered the Long Walk. Then I watched it on Shudder. Amazing. I'm glad I blind bought it. I'm so glad you liked it, dude. Guys, there's still time to grab it. I don't even know how many is left. 4 minutes, 600 left. Yeah. It is a phenomenal ass movie. It's so good. Completely rewarding on every level. And Oxdub, I appreciate the donation. That really helps the channel, man.
Oh, I have the date of my first upload. March 18th, 2013.
2013.
So
wow.
10 years, yeah.
Amazing.
I made the account like probably a few months before that till I actually did anything. So, but yeah, here we go. And I don't have 5,000 subscribers.
YouTube is weird, dude. I mean, that's honestly one of the reasons I just don't get it. Like, there's people with under 1,000 subs that have videos in, 35K, 40K views. How does that make any sense? How do they not build subscribers off of that? It just doesn't make any sense.
Like, I like you, but not enough to subscribe.
Right, yeah, I don't. That's another one of the reasons I'm kind of like, all right, YouTube, I'll play by my rules then, because I don't like the way you handle the situation. Mm-hmm. Jason tossing congrats. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Skulder. Magic Hands agrees. Dents are the worst. Dents are the worst.
I know, like, I'm laying there, but like, I didn't hear any of this. I heard his iPad going, and I thought he was like just hanging out. I was mixing you your Gatorade with your drink, and like, oh my god, okay, if that's fine, but like, don't make a puddle.
Yeah.
Oh. That's why I would love to have a sex change. I don't need my penis anymore. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get into that on my channel.
Okay, then. Amaranth says, okay, you sold me. Just bought the long walk. Grab it. You got less than 2 minutes if you guys are going to grab it. Honestly, it's my #1 recommendation of this entire lineup right now. It's an awesome, awesome movie. And I want more people to discover it. For $14, consider you went to the movies and you bought a ticket. You don't like it, you can always sell it when the slip sells out. And you could probably sell it for more than that. But I think you should. That's a movie to definitely support. Alex, thank you so much for that. $5 that Canadian. Thank you so much, dude. You rock and roll. I really, really appreciate that. Planet Mondo says he loves the artsy fartsy. Definitely. Mondo is the artsiest and the fartsiest person I know. Ice Q says there's an audio difference. If you guys are hearing audio issues, let me know. I'll see what I can do on my end. Unfortunately, I can't hear what you're hearing, but
is it you or is it me?
I can't tell. He says your guy's audio sounds different. So I don't know. I don't know if he's saying both of us or you. I don't know.
Well, I have a fan going underneath. I don't know if they hear that.
I can kind of hear it, but
I can't not have a fan on. It's too hot.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I don't hear any difference though. So. Oh, well.
Brent says last few days decided to sell off any VS titles still sealed that are unwatched a year or more, as clearly I am not getting to them. That's not a bad. It's not a bad move. Not a bad move. You never know. About 15 seconds to go. Griff says Brad from Terrorvision seemingly confirmed Scream Factory has the rights to Chopping Mall. Possible 4K. I'm sure that's a no-brainer. That's gonna happen. Ready? Last chance. Goodbye, long walk. Here we go. What do we got? Kaboom. All right. Oh my God. Wow. Taking out the trash. That Vinegar Syndrome style.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Jeez. He's gonna kill himself now. Wow. Wee wow.
Wow.
I really. Oh my God. Gosh. I'm speechless, Tony. I don't even know what to say right now. These are like bummer releases. What are you as speechless as I am? I don't even know what to say. These just feel kind of like, ugh.
Yeah. I have no excitement for this at all.
No. Devil Story is. It's stupid and it's bad. It kind of has a kitsch value, but it's one of those movies that at the end you're just gonna be mad at it. Like, what? Why the fuck would anyone make this movie? It's about a zombie mutant who his mom is a witch, and and there's like a mummy and a Dracula and a pirate ship. It's the most insane thing ever. That sounds amazing, but it's not as good as that. Master of the World is one of the shittiest things they've ever released. Absolute garbage.
Butt on
Have
the
you
back?
seen it?
No, I said butt on the back.
Not only is there a butt on the back, they went all the way. You got all the meats. You got all the meats if you look close. They do not skimp. They do not skimp on the pimp, as they say. That is. They went all out. Guys, get this. We put a cooch on the back.
She's very inviting.
Bad. She is very inviting. I mean, that does happen in the movie. But, wow. I actually might get Unmasking the Idol. I had fun with that. It's super goofy. I'm going to get Streets of Death. There's boobs on the back of that slip. I'm going to get Streets of Death just because it's culture shock and $14. It's worth a throw.
Yeah.
But Backwoods Marcy is just garbage. That is just like embarrassing trash. that should like I mean, look at this. This is Blu-ray quality, by the way, and this is what it will look like when you get it. It's about a homeless woman who lives in the woods who kidnaps men. Really, only one guy, the director, and she locks him in a cage naked and tortures him for like an hour. And by torturing, it just basically she hits the cage and she yells at him. Oh my god! Don't buy, guys. Don't buy this. Don't buy this.
I'll be right back. I gotta make sure he
All
didn't make a mess. I'll be right back.
No worries, buddy. Do not buy Backwoods Marcy. Oh my god. Let me check in with the chat. This is man. Neck, he says trash. Oof. Yeah. Nub says he got Master for $10 when it was on the $10 sale. Even that's too much for that shit. Joe Jack says Master and Steel and Lace for $10. It's weird that they keep using the same titles. Don't do that. Don't put the shit that was $10 at $14. You have other movies. Pick other movies, guys. I mean, it just shows you this is the stuff that's just not selling, which is weird. Steel and Lace isn't bad. Actually, Steel and Lace is probably the best thing on here. If you don't have it, you want to buy something, I would point you in the direction of Steel and Lace. But and Pathogen, but that's not for everybody. Ice Cube says, "Isn't Pathogen made by a teenage girl?" It is, and it's actually really good. This is one of the few AGFA titles that I've seen twice. I really enjoyed this movie. I think it's really, really fun. It's made by teenagers, by a bunch of friends, and it's actually not as bad as you would think it would be. Incredibly well made. It also comes with the Zombie Girl movie, which is sort of how this movie became famous. It was the making of documentary, sort of think American movie, but with a teenage lead instead of those guys. I liked it. Pathogen I would recommend for $14. It is shot on video. If you're not a shot on video person, then I can see you not wanting to throw down on that. I got Flesh Merchant. It's a culture shock. I already have it only because I have a friend who stars in the film. C. Courtney Joyner, the screenwriter of Puppet Master 3, by the way. It's not amazing, and it's not terrible for $14, and it's going out of print. I think you'll do. I think you do well picking it up, and also you'll get the. Oh my God, she's in this, right? I'm just gonna. Yeah, Michelle Bauer. Michelle Bauer's in this, and I believe she's naked, or at least in lingerie. So hey, there you go. A little sexy Michelle Bauer action. It's about pimps in Hollywood. I liked it. That was all right. But I wouldn't necessarily say go out and grab it as the best thing ever made, because I will temper your expectations right there. DC says, disappointing. Another day of caca. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm with you on that one. This is, you know what? Let's put up a poll. Let me do that right now, because I'm very curious what everybody is feeling about this, because I feel this is definitely changing the game for the entire Vinegar Syndrome community. Because look at it this way. If we know that we're going to get sales twice a year, 14 days out of the 14 days out of the year, we are going to be getting discounted titles under the Black Friday price. So titles under, let's say Black Friday is half off MSRP. So let's say, let's look at, for example, Unmasking the Idol would be $22, $23. If we knew, as it's been evident now, and it's going to be the same going forward unless they change their minds next year, potentially Unmasking the Idol will be $14, $10. Who the fuck is going to pay $22? They just killed their Black Friday sales. Unless the cardboard enthusiasts, and I might put myself in that bracket as well. We want the packaging. If we want the packaging, then you're going to get it before the packaging sells out. Tony, what do you think about this? I'm going to put up a poll in the live chat, but I want to get your take on it. With these sales, they've just told us, hey, 14 days out of the year, you're going to get some releases that are cheaper than Black Friday. Does that not kill subscribers? Does that not kill Black Friday because people are just going to wait for it to be cheaper because it'll eventually show up if it doesn't sell?
Yeah, I mean, if the numbers are there, they're going to wait. If it's down to like 500, they might sell. But if they're not, if they're like, oh, that's not moving, I'll wait till the next sale or whatever. Yeah. It definitely like makes me feel better to not subscribe.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna sell. People know. Oh, I'll just wait for it to be cheaper, and then we'll do it that way. I don't need to pay even the discounted Black Friday price. There's a poll now in the live chat. Please vote and let me know what you guys think. Does Subscriber Week kill Black Friday? I'm curious what your thoughts are, and I'll look at that poll in a little bit.
Want to hear? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you want to know what I went downstairs to?
Oh, God. Go ahead.
He broke my other fucking TV now.
Son of a bitch.
Other TVs broke. I have no more 4K TVs right now.
Oh, my God.
I wrote to his grandparents. I'm like, please take him over.
I'm sorry that happened, my friend. I know you're in mourning.
And of course, now we're cleaning up until my brother-in-law comes over, so he can't come over. Oh my God, 2:00 can't come quick enough, man.
If you need to jump off, let me know, man. Don't worry. It's not a big deal.
No, I think he's safer if I stay up here.
Gotcha.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That's, oh boy. Nub says, "What a dog shit selection." You're not wrong. Griff says, "Take Me Somewhere Nice" is one of those no burn movies, boring and a waste of time. No burn movies? Is that a phrase? I've never heard of a no burn movie.
I heard a long burn, but not no burn. Maybe that's a good thing. No burn. Like, it's just some people hate long burn movies.
But no burn means like nothing happens. It's just like boring. Steel and Lace is worth checking out. $14, not too bad.
Yeah.
Dallas says charging 14 when nobody wanted it at 10. Yeah. Punk Run said, "Hey MC, I've been wanting to pick up Double Story. Loved your review." Well, if the review convinced you, have at it. $14, not too bad. At the end of the day, you could always resell it. It's not it's not rewatchable. I think you might actually, the first time I watched it, I really liked it, but then I rewatched it and I was like, God, this really is just so stupid. And it was just like nonsense upon nonsense. The ultimate nonsense mixed with Werner Herzog meets mummies in a pirate ship. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Dumb. Have you seen that one, Double Story?
I started it and it was terrible, so I never finished it. I was like, no, this is dumb. I like weird shit, but that was just like, eh.
It was really weird. It was like really weird. Jerry says, "Damn, just picked up Devil Story and Unmasking during the halfway sale." There you go. I think what's going to happen is people are going to be burned by that. People are going to be pissed off. What? Fuck, I paid $20 and like a month later it's $14 or $10.
Yeah.
That's gonna affect sales. I 100%. I can't see how that won't affect sales. Why would anybody subscribe if during these sales people get a discounted price greater than the subscribers? I mean,
Right.
At some point, does the packaging really matter that fucking much for a movie you'll never watch?
Right. Exactly.
Jeez. So weird. Oh, Pathogen is on Tubi. Yeah, give it a TBYB if you guys are interested, and see if it floats your boat.
I know you like
Hey.
Pathogen.
I liked it.
I think I thought it was like, for what it is, it's good, but like I didn't keep it. You know, I watched it once and I'm like, okay, and that's it. But you know, it's cool to see somebody do a prod, especially that young, make a movie.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's incredibly difficult. So it was very impressive. Fett in the chat says, one of the titles I was hoping for made it to the sale. Got Unmasking the Idol. Yeah, I recommend it. It's fine. I don't know how rewatchable it is, but it's definitely a fun kind of James Bondy, low budgety kind of movie. It's not terrible. I may be swayed to get it. I could see myself revisiting that. Sad Reminders says, grab Streets of Death. Always love a dead hooker flick.
They're the best kind. No, I don't know. Just kidding. Any hookers watching?
Yes, we don't want to disparage the hooker community who collects physical media. Planet Mondo says, straight trash again. Yeah. Braveheart says, I'm getting Unmasking the Idol because it has ninjas. It like barely has ninjas, but I guess does it really? I don't even know if it really has ninjas in it. It kind of barely has ninjas. I think the only ninja is the main guy, and he's kind of like I mean, he wears jewelry on his head for some reason, chainmail. It's not terrible. It's fun. He has like a baboon sidekick, and this is not look. I mean, that's not very stealthy at all. He's gonna like shake like loose change. Where the hell did the arrow go? There it is. Okay.
Wow.
There's it. It's not terrible. It's fun. Kind of a Dr. No rip, no nudity. By the way, just to show the hot tub scene. It's fine, but it's very much like a James Bond spoofy kind of thing. Not Naked Gun spoofy, but that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Harmless. I would call it harmless fun, but not essential. Like, hell yeah, get this. That's the thing. Like, these should be essential Vinegar Syndrome titles. If you're new to the subscription, if you're new to the site, these should be titles that, hey, you need to get your hands on. Sudden Fury. You need to get your hands on Candy Snatchers. Movies that are like, get it. These are 100% musts. These are not. DC says, basically anything that still has 1,000 copies or more is what will be included in these sales. Yep. I'm curious. I'm going to check it on the poll real quick. Well, 60% says no, this doesn't kill Black Friday. 40% says yes. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm curious. For those of you who voted no, it doesn't kill Black Friday, tell me why. Let me know. If you're watching live in the chat, I'm curious your thoughts on that, because I feel it will. I'm predicting it will make a huge dent in Black Friday, because people say, oh, do I really want this? Well, there's over 1,000 left. I'll wait to see if it shows up in subscriber week. Odds are it will. Steelbook says, nothing for me today. A few of these were $10 in January. Punkron says, did you see the press release from OCN that they're adding 2 new partner labels, IFC and Art Label? Yeah, I just heard about IFC. Art Label, I'm not familiar with them. IFC has some good titles. They do have some big movies. Art Label, I'm not familiar with. But I don't know how compelling those labels will be for subscribers. I know a lot of people are upset that we're losing Culture Shock, and we lost TerraVision and Fun City because of the shipping. I think the shipping is going to be a big issue going forward for people like Culture Shock and TerraVision. I heard TerraVision's shipping to international is insanely ridiculous, to the point that people just can't buy anymore, which sucks for that company. Yeah, wow, the market is shifting every day. Chris says, "Oh, like slow burn, but absolutely no burn." Gotcha. All right, then there you go. There's Griff's review for Take Me Somewhere Nice. Nothing happens. That's my least favorite kind of movie. David's recommendation here: Steel and Lace, Unmasking the Yellow, and Pathogen are all worth $14 with slip. I agree with that. Those are mine. Those are my recommends as well. Everything else feels like nothing, man. Let's see. Next says only limited runs will sell on BF now. Absolutely, anything that is running out is the only thing that'll move. For example, I mean, let's go back to this. We talked about this. This is a shocker. Undefeatable is down to 681 of the limited slipcover. This just came out for Black Friday. So this is going fast. This will not make it to a sale of any kind. So if you want it, grab it. There's also Villages, right? Villages of the Damned at 725. This may become a slow seller because reviews are coming out steadily now, and most people are saying thumbs down. So this may hold. This may hold for a subscriber week. Who knows? But I want to put that on your radar. I did end up getting this because I had some shop cash, and so it's under 800, and I wanted to grab it just to make sure I had it in my collection, and I ended up with my shop cash paying a Black Friday price for it, so I'm okay. For my discount, I feel happy I got it for that price. All good, Tony?
I guess.
Oh man!
I asked him what he threw at it. First, he's in denial. I said, it didn't just break. What did you throw? He threw his book at it. The book is this big. I said, why? I wanted to get Blippi working. I'm so. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I love them. I love my kids. But I envy myself in a multiverse where I don't have any sometimes.
Multiverse.
Yeah.
There are times. Nathan says, put the millennial dad on the shelf and punish.
First off, I'm not a millennial. So don't ever say that. I'm born 1980. I have nothing in common with millennials.
You just look like a trendy guy. It's just how you come across.
I'm a t-shirt wearing guy in shorts.
There you go. Stendhal says, I have a question. Well, hopefully I have an answer. Send it our way.
We'll try.
Nub says, what UHGs do you think will be on sale tomorrow? Definitely 6-string. Well, 6-string was already on sale for $25. So if they this would be the icing on the shit cake if they put up 6-string again at $18. That would be insane to me. That would be a slap in the face to anybody who bought it at $25. I mean,
you think they care?
I don't know. I guess not. I mean, with this selection, I don't know.
There's way more titles that could have been on here today.
Oh my god! And good stuff.
We get it. Okay, Culture Shock's leaving, and TerraVision's gone, whatever. But I don't know. You don't need to this is specific sale of things. Yes, there's other movies in here, but they could have done better. They really could have.
They could have done way better, man.
They could have done better.
And stuff that's memorable. Hey, this is the stuff that this is Vinegar Syndrome. You are starting a collection. You're new to subscribing. This is the stuff you need in your collection, not planets. What the shit is that?
Yeah.
Or Pathogen. You don't. Those aren't. It shouldn't have been. Honestly, it shouldn't have been partner titles. In my opinion, it should have been only 100% Vinegar Syndrome because that was the whole thing. But that's my feeling on it.
What the shit
what
is
will
that?
be? Which one? Oh,
They have,
Wounded Man.
they have package deals next to it. Look at
Oh yeah.
when did that start?
Wow, $112. That's kind of a deal. Wow, that's actually a really damn good deal for all that shit. But I honestly wouldn't recommend any of that. I did like Secta Sinistra, but I'm the only one I think that liked that movie. But but everything else I'm not a fan of. But that is interesting. They do have packaging in terms of 4Ks. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say I liked Flesh for Frankenstein actually.
Oh, you did? Okay. This is a pretty damn good deal right here. Look at this.
Yeah.
These are all fairly decent, with the exception of Bloodbeat.
Oh.
$87. Hey, that's not bad. Is it and it's the 4K of Madman? Holy shit! Hey, that's a deal.
Like, why is that hidden?
Is it? Yeah. God. That's weird. Maybe it isn't. Let's see. Do they have? No, they don't have packaging. Maybe I'm missing it, but
Weird.
That's crazy. Look, that's a hell of a deal. $87. That's a good damn discount. And you get a 4K of Madman and 4 other movies that are, I would consider those essential Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've seen Madman, Ice Cream Man, Slaughterhouse, and Bloodbeat. So yeah, I only didn't see one of them, but yeah. Unless you need slipcovers, then you don't. Then they're not going to want it.
Right, but if you're new to the site and you just want to get your collection, and then the media club can reprint, so I think it's worth it.
True.
What are we gonna see for 4Ks? We'll talk about a little bit more later, but I would say the standard of Dead Heat would probably pop up. Oh, there's only 224 left. Maybe not. I don't know, but maybe. Rest in peace, Treat Williams.
Yeah.
It's very sad what happened. I would say Scanner Cop. Absolutely, you're gonna see Schizoid and X-Ray. You're gonna see Hard Rock Zombies and Terminal Island. I'm sure you'll see that. Melting Man. I'm sure you'll see those things. But don't get your hopes up. For the most part.
I haven't for days now. First day we were all talking like, oh yeah. Each day it's just a kick in the balls. Yeah.
A solid kick in the balls. 121 people watching. Love you very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. What a party. Drop a thumbs up on the video. It really helps the channel. If you're watching live, and you can, I have a poll going right now. And the question is, does subscriber week kill Black Friday? And if you don't, right now it's 64% say no. So I'm curious what you guys are thinking. Maybe you've already reached that in the chat. We're a little behind here, but I'm curious what you guys think. Why you don't think it will? Because I 100% think it does, and we won't see those repercussions until coming Black Friday. And people will be like, "Oh wait, I could pay $10 if I wait for January, or $11 or whatever the sale price will be, because we will 100% have 14 days of sales that will beat Black Friday." So I don't know how it doesn't kill Black Friday.
Yeah.
Subscribers for I mean, if I was a subscriber, I would be pissed. And like, what was the point? Just so that I can get all the boxes?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even get all the boxes technically. Now these things just don't make sense to me.
I don't know. It's like they're trying new things and it's just not working. I don't know.
Maybe it is. I don't know. For me, it's just the more weird elements that they. I mean, the sales are great. I love a good sale, but they have. It's almost as like they're undercutting their own price, which is weird. Like at conventions, like they sell their out of print stuff at bootleg prices. It's like, wait a minute, what's happening? I'm very confused. You say no to the scalpers, but then you're scalping your own stuff. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Chip says majority of these are partner labels that you don't even get as a subscription. Why don't they have $14 partner label sale during partner month? I think that's a good point, and I think that's something they probably should institute. It's partner month. For the first 7 days of partner month, there's going to be, why call it partner month if it's just, hey, you don't get Vinegar Syndrome, sorry. That just doesn't seem like, yay, partner month. There's no real celebration. So I think that's a good idea. They should do it. They should do a sale there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Daniel says, thanks to these horrible choices, my lack of fundage finally beats my terrible need to collect this garbage. Yeah. Completely understand that. On the Flesh Merchant cover, underneath the slipcover, is that Felissa Rose? No, I don't think she's in this movie. Underneath the slipcover? Hold on, let's see. I don't think it is. Oh, wait a minute.
Where's that Darcy?
I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Who's in it? Is this Darcy DeMoss?
It looks more like Darcy DeMoss, but I don't even know. Is she in it? She might be.
Let me see here. Hold on a second. Let's double check this. I don't think she is in this. She's not. I don't think she's in this. But I don't know. It could be, actually. I don't know. On the fence. If anybody knows, let us know.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Well, was she? She'd be pretty young, too, yet. So I don't know. So yeah,
it may just look like her.
What year did Sleepaway Camp come out? Like off the top of my head, I can't remember. And she was pretty young in that, so that can't be too much longer after.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. If anybody knows, it's on. Who said it? Amaranth says Streets of Death is on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. TVYB.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, what's up? He says they should have called it Caca Week instead of Subscriber Week.
That's an insult to poop.
At least you get a good poop out of a poop.
Yeah, you feel good after taking a poop. I don't feel good after seeing these choices. Yeah. I don't know. It's almost like they're like, people are gonna, our subscribers are going to subscribe no matter what. Who cares? I don't know.
Griff says, RIP anyone hoping for Dark Tower this week. Right? Where the hell's Dark Tower?
Yeah.
How is that not here? How many did they put up? 11 today. Weird.
Well, we got Master of the World, though. And Devil Story. What are you Dark Tower for?
Yeah, Master of the World is rough as hell, man.
The better movie is Dark Tower. Who would have thought?
In a way, yeah. I mean, I don't think I could sit through Master of the World again. I had to watch Dark Tower twice. Mel.
Yeah.
Noise Loop has a recommendation for Beats. He says it's a decent little coming-of-age friendship movie, but I think to really feel and see the charm, you need to appreciate old drum and bass and the issues of that time period. Okay, well, thanks for the review. If that review has sparked your interest, then there you go, $14 for Beats. It seems like it's a very specific niche audience for that movie, though.
Yeah.
Which,
I'm not part of that audience.
Neither am I. But if you are, there you go. Beats. If you are, you probably already have it. Honestly.
True.
Matt says, I don't think that many people care about the cost difference because you see how nuts people go with spending on Black Friday regardless. True, but I think it hasn't really bled into people yet. The fact that oh wait a minute, I just paid $22 for this and it's $11, $14. That doesn't seem fair. Maybe in the future I'll wait. That's what's happening now. They've just trained they've trained the smart buyer to not jump on titles that aren't running out. That's why. What have we seen? Look at what I predicted this. Once the VSA stock count goes up, and reviews start coming out, the VSAs are for the most part shitty. you're not going to sell any. TC 2000 was really was like, okay, people were like, oh, we're excited for that. Then that came out, and then it became the Jalal Merhi Marathon. People were like, fuck VSA.
Yeah.
And now what's that? VSAs aren't selling as well. You know, those struggle to sell out. Tony, you were there since the beginning of VSA. VSA would sell out within months, right? I mean, those things went fast.
Yep, everybody wanted them, and I mean, the beginning titles weren't as bad. Well, I mean, except for Dr. Jekyll, but like,
Oof.
you know, everybody needed to have them.
They needed them. Exactly. There was a need. Now that need is gone. They're just training. They've been just training the consumer to just be smarter, which is a good thing, but at the expense of your wallet.
I feel the downfall for you was that tire clause. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the one that like really broke you with them. Great review, but still.
Oh my god, yeah, Tiger. Oh man, the fucking third movie is so stupid. Jesus Christ, Alex, thank you so much for another super chat. You rock and roll, my man. Speaking of hooker flicks, what's your favorite Pixar movie? Okay, good question. It's a toss-up between Wall-E and Coco. It was Ratatouille. Ratatouille we watched recently. I watched recently because we're gonna go to Epcot in a few days, and we're gonna do the Remy the Rat ride. And I loved it the first time, but the second time through, for me, I felt like the Linguini character was a little shortchanged. I feel like the best stories are the ones where everybody's redeemed or everybody's changed in some way. But poor Linguini just kind of ends up being a waiter, and I feel like that wasn't really fair to that character. But I think Wall-E is just a perfect, beautiful, warm hug of a movie. And Coco, honestly, just thinking about Coco makes me kind of misty-eyed. It's such a gorgeous movie.
That's what everybody said. When I heard somebody mention Coco, I go, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, I've cried every time. I've seen that a couple times, and every time that's why it's like now it's like, do I want to watch a Pixar movie? Do I really want to cry that bad?
Right.
I might be in a good mood. I will not watch Pixar.
No.
I have not been Up yet. I just don't want to be sad.
No, Up is weird. Up is a movie where it starts off really sad, and you'll definitely cry in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, man, fuck you, Pixar. What the hell? But then for me, it's the ending isn't as satisfying. Like the second half of the movie, you're like, oh, this got really weird real fast.
Oh.
So it works in a weird backward way. Whereas I feel the best Pixar movies start off normal and then earn their emotional thing.
Yeah.
I mean, without spoiling anything, Coco is all about an old woman's memory. And the fact that it's such a simple, little, beautiful thing is what makes it so overwhelmingly powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Wall-E is all about a little plant. And the fact that it's about a simple little thing, but it's but it means so much more. That poetry is what I really miss in Pixar nowadays. So those would be my two favorites. Would you say Coco's your favorite, Tony?
It's definitely one of them. I mean, I can't think off the top of my head. There's so many, but yeah, Coco's excellent. Story, songs, pulls at your heartstrings. It's the perfect movie, really.
Perfect.
And you'll be singing the songs too, for sure, in your head, like days later.
Absolutely, you'll definitely feel a little poco loco after watching that movie. Great movie. But on the reverse, I'm not a big fan of some of the bigger Pixar hits. Like I never really got into Toy Story. They did nothing for me. You know, I never felt emotionally connected to Toy Story at all. I like Monsters Inc. as a story, but I never emotionally touched me or anything like that.
Yeah.
I can't even think of the other ones, but yeah.
I like Monsters Inc. I also like Monsters University. I like Toy Story, but I feel like after the second one, it starts going. Even though the fourth one I didn't really care for that much. Like I liked it, but like it was like okay. the end of the third one can kind of get to you. They're I like them fine. Is Moana Pixar?
No, that's Disney.
Oh, see,
I mean, technically all Disney, but
I mixed them up. But I was gonna say Moana gets to you too. But I don't know. There's a lot of good ones.
Alex, thank you for that very much, man. I appreciate that. Very much.
I don't think I have them anymore. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Mm-hmm.
I've only ever seen Ratatouille once, though. I know I liked it, but I never went back to it.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's see. Daniel says, for someone who doesn't keep up to date on everything, are there any other sales still going on? Excuse me.
Plenty of good sales.
A lot of good stuff. Dude, Criterion through Barnes & Nobles. I think Kino's still having a sale. Arrow just started a sale. I'm sure I'm missing something. Prime Day's coming up. A ton. Yeah. If you want to spend money, there's ways to spend money in July. Trust me.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Conscience. Griff watched it. He says it's a movie where nothing happens. So take that for what you will.
That sounds like a nice place to be where nothing happens.
Yeah.
Just relax.
I mean, there's some good hangout movies, but that's it.
Yeah.
Bearbutt says, "I'm gonna buy Demon Rat with my points." Okay, enjoy it. I hope it's a worthy purchase for you.
Yeah.
I may eventually get it. I'll wait to see if Graham Man v Film gets it. I'll see his take on it. Although he's pretty forgiving. So I don't know if I can necessarily take him on his word. But he's very much a fan of pretty much all of this stuff. For better, or worse. I'm not knocking him. I love him. Mondo says, "Devil Story sounds amazing until you see the screen caps." Yeah, that's our zombie mutant. He's basically our lead actor. He's like a Nazi or something. It has a cool beginning, but then the movie slowly dissolves into nonsense.
Yeah.
There's the mummy. See, I wasn't kidding. Pirate ship, mummy, girl in a raincoat. I mean, she's technically our lead, our final girl kind of person. This fucking guy. I'm not even kidding. The whole movie, this old man, not kidding, is chasing a horse. He's just standing in a field, shooting at a horse, and the horse is just running back. It's the same shot. Horse running back and forth. And he goes, ah, I'm not even kidding. This whole guy's subplot is shooting at a horse.
Oh my god.
That's the devil or some shit. I don't know.
It sounds like it should be like a fun Adult Swim kind of movie, but it's not.
The mummy comes to life only to take his wrappings off and vomit.
Toothpaste.
I mean, it is, toothpaste. That's exactly what it was.
I just want to brush my teeth. Oh my god.
Wow.
And now,
I mean, zombie holding a shotgun is badass, but
you ever think about, like, I'm sure, like, if you made a movie, you do that. Did you ever put a movie out of yours and be like, this is good enough, I don't care, I just got to put it out? Or, like, are you, like, if you're not, I'm not saying that they're not proud of this, whatever this is, but, like, I just feel like I'd be embarrassed. Even if it's supposed to be artsy or whatever, but, like, I wouldn't want to, like, I've recorded videos where I'm like, this sucks, I'm not putting this up, and I don't put it up. Like, it's almost embarrassing of the shit that people make and go, that's good enough. Just for a paycheck. No offense to some people who like to film in bathrooms.
Is there a bathroom person? I haven't seen any bathroom videos.
No, you know what I mean.
My Killer Podcast. What is up, Mel? We miss you too. It has been a long time. Damn, I forgot I didn't put the thing together. But tomorrow, I promise, tomorrow I will reveal the season 3 premiere titles for Voice Bomb on the Barrel over on Tony's channel. It's happening July 25th. I'll have the titles will be revealed tomorrow.
It's coming up quick too.
It's coming up quick. We miss you, Mel. I hope you are well. Yeah, it's a rough movie. To answer your question, in terms of like YouTube videos or movies?
Movies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my first movie, I'm very proud of. It's my most untroubled production, in terms of just ease. Mm-hmm. We got distribution, and I've had offers to, hey, would you like to get this released through, Visual Vengeance or whatever, Gold Ninja Video, and I'm like, nah.
Oh,
really.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, the door's open, but it's like, I'm kind of, it's not me anymore. I feel as an artist, like that was me right out of film school, as an artist. It sounds so fucking pretentious, but you know what I mean. In terms of like, as a creator, whatever, like that was me. I made a movie with my friends. It would be a AGFA, it would be a fucking Saturn's Core, not that bad, but it would be a Saturn's Core, kind of culture shock type of movie. Mm-hmm. We have Tom Savini in it. We've got Linnea Quigley in it. We got some names in it, but I don't. That's old work, and I feel like it exists, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to. Hey, look at me, because I want to give you my best, and I don't think that was my best. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, at the time you were proud of it. And like, are you still proud of it?
I'm still proud of it, and I love it. I have incredible memories about it. But I think somebody coming in blind would absolutely say, "Oh, this is a piece of shit." So, I just feel like, meh. I don't necessarily need to, celebrate that work. The work I'm doing now, I'm at a different level creatively and artistically. So I feel like that's the stuff I wanna really highlight and celebrate. But I'm weird when it comes to my work. I'm really bad at pitching my work and saying, "Hey, watch my movie," because I feel stupid about that, because I feel like, look, everyone should have their own opinion on a movie they should watch, and I hate it when filmmakers are like, "Hey, look at this, you gotta watch my movie. Look how cool it is," and then I don't know. It's a side tangent, but that's just how I approach my work. And like, if you find it, you find it. Thank you. But I'm not gonna shove it down your face. Hey, pay $40 for it. Night of the Axe now on Blu-ray.
With interviews and everything, and it's free on Tubi.
Well, there you go. And you see Tombone in all his acting glory.
Because who knows if the other one that I'm in is going to come out, because taking their sweet time with it.
Well, that happens, man. When you're dealing with, independent productions, it's hard, dude. It's really hard. Even if you get it done, who's gonna, how are you gonna sell it? How are you gonna get it out there? That's the hardest part.
They're still editing it. They're still editing it for 2 years now.
That happens too.
Can have sex. He had sex and a baby, but like can't edit a movie.
Well, he needed 9 months. Okay.
Yeah. He got 2 babies by now. I just want to see what I've done. I want an acting reel or something,
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah, I hear you.
But,
Jeffrey says Devil Story is one of the worst movies I've ever tried to watch. At least it is.
Tried to watch, yeah. That's
really bad.
Yeah, like I said, I never finished. It was so bad. I was like, this is stupid. That doesn't happen very often. Sometimes I'll go back to them. I'm never going back to that.
Jerry says this is just a sale to unload stuff that doesn't sell. Jerry, here's how we game the system. Knowing that, 100% agree. Knowing that this is the stuff that doesn't sell, here's what we do. We don't buy at Black Friday prices. We say no to Black Friday price.
Yeah.
And we wait for them to say, oh, it's not selling. We'll sell it at a cheaper price. That's what I'm saying. It's going to kill Black Friday, man. I'm telling you. It's happening.
Yep.
Brent, I'm sorry that you didn't like Effects. He said it was so bad, sold it immediately after I watched it. It's a movie that it doesn't need 4K. And I think the fact that it was on 4K was a dumb choice because it's a rough-looking movie. But I thought, story-wise, I was really impressed with that movie. But it doesn't need 4K.
I've heard a lot of people like it. That's actually one of the first times I've heard that they didn't like it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. So.
It's great. I think it's really incredibly well written for what it is. I was really impressed the way it was all kind of weaved together. Chip says, curated essential Euro garbage. Wee poo poo.
Wee poo poo. Oh.
Well, maybe that's. There you go. That's what it was intended to be.
That's how I read that. Wee poo poo. Oh. No offense to anybody French.
Nomis says X-Ray was honestly so good, man. X-Ray has a great pair of boobs in it. That's the only thing I remember about that movie.
Never forget a pair of tits.
That's that's
Bill Murray
that's why my wife married me.
Bill Murray said that in Kingpin. You never forget an unbelievable pair of tits, Roy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's
dude. I'm hearing some.
Yesterday we were talking about not meeting our heroes. That's one guy I would not. I would be afraid to meet because I think it would ruin my view of him.
I was just gonna say, I literally, it's so weird. We got this Bill Murray thing. I was looking at Bill Murray videos on YouTube about like what an asshole he is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, like it just makes you. And here's the crazy thing. Everybody says, oh man, you got to meet with Doug Bradley. Was he cool? Was he like weird? Was he an asshole? I'm like, no. All the horror people I've ever met are the nicest, kindest, most down to earth people ever. You know, I spoke to Wes Craven briefly, and he was like a nice, very gentle person. You know, very kind. And most people don't say, "Oh, Wes Craven was like a grandpa, like just like a nice person." But on the reverse, when you hear about comedians, they're usually always awful, atrocious bastards. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's true. Yeah, I've said in the past. I had a bad experience meeting Doug Bradley. Not that he was an asshole, like he was like talking to somebody else while he's signing my stuff, and like he, I don't even think he got up to like take my picture. Like I could just tell like he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to be there. So, but I've heard everybody else, a lot of people had a good experience. Maybe he's just having a bad day, but like that was my experience. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It happens. I had a bad experience meeting Adam West, and most people were like, "Oh, Adam West is a super nice guy," but you know, he was the same thing. He like when I say he signed my autograph, he wasn't even looking at me. He didn't even he shook my hand, but he didn't even look at me. You know, I'm like, "What the hell, dude? I just gave you like $30."
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, I just catch him at a bad time. I don't know.
He kind of looked like, I never met him, but he looks like, I would think he would be like that. I don't know. I get that vibe. Can't be Batman all the time, I guess.
Can't be Batman all the time. Yeah. Magic Can says, people are still going to buy on black. I think they will until they learn. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is you got to learn to game the system. Tell them what you want to buy cheaper by not paying, you know, unless the slip is selling out and you really want it. But man, I don't know. I feel it's going to. I feel it's really going to affect everything going forward, like to an incredible amount. For better or worse.
I think it's FOMO that's going to make people like, I know I should wait, but I'm going to. So. Which we get.
But even FOMO, I think even FOMO will eventually be cycled out. I think FOMO will eventually be a thing of the past when people start realizing, oh, wait, why did I have to pay full price for this garbage? I'm not a fan of it. I can wait. There is no hurry. FOMO will eventually be rooted out. Once FOMO dies, then I think physical media will take a turn in terms of pricing because they know that stuff won't sell. As we're seeing right now, the fact that we're seeing 2 big sales incredibly discounted. There's no other explanation is the fact that shit, we're not selling this stuff. We gotta do bargain basement blowouts of this stuff, and even then it doesn't sell out.
So I think though, like you see a bunch of people in the chat saying like I paid, or like whatever sale it was $10 and now it's 14. If it was $10 before, they should just keep it again because people obviously remember that. And they're like, I'm not going to pay more now because what if now another time they do lower it again? Like just if it was 10, regardless if you're going to get hurt, get it out the door. You know, then you could have, then you could get something else in. I don't know. Or
yeah, I think that's
movies that are worth $14.
I think that's a good point. I've already heard from a lot of people who said, "Oh, this was $10 before. Why would I pay more for it?"
Right.
Yeah, it's very strange choices that boggle the mind, and I'm not sure where they're going with that.
Yeah.
Steelbook says he thinks it kills subscriptions more than Black Friday buys. Interesting. Okay, I agree. I think it affects both. Nub says, I think it'll affect Black Friday, but I don't think it'll downright kill it. I mean, it won't kill it.
No.
But I mean, in terms of sales, won't be like people won't be getting, 40 titles on Black Friday when you could potentially get 40 titles for half the price, a month later at the subscriber sale.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it will be exactly a month after a Black Friday sale. So, hey, I just, and that's what's gonna hurt the most. Shit, I just paid $22 for this. A month later is $11. I could have waited. I don't even like. I just got my shipment during this sale, so it's like if I'm not even gonna get my shipment, maybe I'll just wait because this will get to me faster than a Black Friday sale will.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the game is changing, man, and we have to just be ready to duck and move and be smart with what we're buying, man.
Hopefully the message is getting through to people. It's the only thing you can do is hope.
Yeah. I think if somebody, I forget who, apologies if you're watching, if you're on the stream right now, or if you're going to comment later, somebody had an amazing idea. Instead of Vinegar Syndrome releasing random movies that nobody wants, why don't they put up a poll? Hey, these are 10 movies we want to release.
Yeah.
What would you guys want? And then put up, and say, hey, let's say if it was like between Dead Heat and Master of the World. Okay, well, obviously everyone's gonna go Dead Heat. Okay, well, we know Dead Heat's gonna do well. Okay, guys, we're putting up pre-orders for Dead Heat so that we can license it or whatever, and then you'll get the movie you want. I feel that makes more sense to me than like, hey, here's a bunch of random shit. You give us money, right? Doesn't that feels like more sensible to me?
Yeah, I mean, that's just called listening to your audience. That's listening. Oh my God, I'll be right back.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Listening to your audience would be amazing. Tom Ford in the chat. What's up, Tom? Picked up Steel and Lace and I'm asking the idol. Nice. Good grabs there. Let's see. Spooky Guy says Devil Story rules. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Medisto said, Damnation. I was expecting Game of Survival. Now I had to get Backwoods Marcy instead. Oof. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's my number one don't get recommendation. If you can go back and cancel that. Trust me, you are going to hate yourself having owned that. Literally, when I didn't buy it, but I bought it for BC, and even he hated it. And he has terrible taste. Yeah, if Brother Chaos don't like it, well, it's weird. No, that's not across the board. It's very strange. Very strange taste. Brent says, did you see Cycle 2 and 3 USA release announced? I wonder if that's Shout or Universal putting them out. I picked up that UK box set thing, thinking it's a cheaper route than USA individual releases. I didn't see that. Was that announced today? That's interesting. Another thing to keep in mind, when you see something that's only UK, that means somebody in the US has it. So if it's 4K, you don't have to worry about it. It's region free. But the blues will be locked. So I would wait. The Psycho box set's coming from somebody. Maybe Shout Factory. That makes sense to me. It's Master of the World, and it is atrociously bad. In any way. Neck saying stock numbers changing overnight put me off more than the random sales after sales. Yeah, the stock numbers always shift, and I think that's mainly shipping issues. But I don't know. I don't know necessarily if that's them fudging the numbers, but we'll see. Both Culture Shock titles are SOV. Anybody seen them? I've seen Flesh Merchant. Like I said before, it's just okay. It's kind of a a hookers and pimps kind of movie. It's okay. There's a lot of nudity in it. That sells you. Jeffrey says Streets of Death was just okay. Chip, what did you pick up? Streets of Death, Flesh Merchant, Unmasking the Idol. Use points and got Ninja in the claws of the CIA. Well, good luck with that one. $10 is a good price for that, though. Joe Jack, grab Pathogen. I think you'll enjoy that. I think that's a really good movie. I think you'll really enjoy Pathogen. I think it's a fun one. Let's see. Joe Jack says subscriber sales have me thinking I'll almost never buy a title I was on the fence about. Just roll the dice and hopefully get it on the cheap. I agree. I mean, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Let's see. Corey says, here to balance out all the hate from my beloved Devil Story. I loved it, and that fugly ass mutant. Oh, man. I thought he was a zombie, which is kind of like, I wasn't expecting a zombie movie. I'm like, oh, it's not really a zombie movie. Mel says, can you imagine being a comedian and having to be happy and funny all the time? At least horror people can get their anger out by killing people on screen. Well, there's a difference between having to be happy and funny all the time, but off camera, behind the scenes, being a bastard, just hey, watch me jerk off, that kind of stuff. You don't necessarily need to do that. It's weird. It's weird. Let's see here. Master of the World. Rough. I mean, if you like stuff like, what else? Quest for Fire, Clan of the Cave Bear. Watch those movies instead. This was just awful. Gosh. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. 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 Nope, no. Nope. What was that comment? Hold on 1 second. Chris says, keep in mind that they probably have a lot of new people on the site. These are great deals for them. Absolutely, Chris. I mean, that's the thing we've been saying since the beginning. I just wish they had picked better movies to entice those people in. Say, hey, like I said, you're new to Vinegar Syndrome. Here's what you should get. And it shouldn't be the leftover stuff that didn't sell, that didn't really find a mark with its core audience. It should be stuff that I think everybody could universally agree on. Oh yeah, absolutely get that. Is Beastmaster? I mean, that would sell like hotcakes anyway, but they have a standard of that, right? Oh, they've got the limited slipcover. Yeah. I mean, this might be. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But this might be in the 4K, so maybe not. But that's the stuff you put up for subscriber week. Hey, look what we put out this. We put out that. We put out all these movies. Not this stuff that. I mean, people coming in blind would be like, "Oh, should I get this?" No, you should not. Yeah, it's very strange to me. Their selection process here. Tony, if you were running a label, how would you do it? What would be your path to success to releasing movies, and what would you put out? What kind of movies would you put out?
I would, as far as putting stuff out, I think I would try to put out stuff like like Wild Eye does, they kind of help out the beginner, like director or something, get this stuff. I'd like to benefit people with that.
Mm-hmm.
But or maybe some lesser known titles. But I would pay attention to what people wanted. Like we were talking about, like you said, put a poll up or something. Because, like for example, with video games, Dead by Daylight has a community poll, and all that stuff. And like, what's wrong? What bugs, fixes do we need? What do you want to see? What would you like? It's all that kind of stuff. They could do the same thing with this stuff, like you said. Like, do you want? I don't know. Wing, if we can get the rights. You want some wing stuff, or would you rather horror this month? Stuff like that.
Mm.
And I feel like this website really could benefit in October releases because of Halloween shit. And every Halloween, every October, it's never really impressive. It's not like, oh my God, this is coming out. Like, there's so many, regardless of what is holding it up, there's so many things that people want to see and could be released. It's like, I don't know. And one thing I don't know. That's top of my head. Scream Factory keeps throwing out these 4K things. It's like, put something else we don't have. Stop upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade later. Get more.
Upgrade later.
Like Night of the
Well,
Comet.
I mean, they did just put out or announce My Demon Lover, which is a great title. I've been wanting that for a while, so I'm happy that's coming out. The Irwin Allen box set's pretty good. I mean, they do still do that, but their 4K upgrades, I personally have very little interest in that. But
well, Demon Lover coming out, and then in a year from now, the 4K will be out.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Stop doing that. Like, if you're gonna just put out the 4K, don't put out the Blu-ray.
Or both. Combo pack and move on.
Not everybody. Yeah. I mean, not everybody can afford to double, triple dip. Especially, I don't know. I'm not getting into that shit.
Right.
But I would definitely put out stuff that I think people would like, but I also won't listen to the people. And like you said, a poll in that. How hard is that?
I feel like that would be very simple. Amaranth says people's taste is why they don't do that. Some people love garbage movies. Yeah, but look at these sales. Apparently they do not, because they're not selling. Maybe you get 1,000, 2,000 people who will buy it, but for the most part, it's most people blind buying because they trust the label to curate a certain title. And after a while, personally, I've been burned by this curation process and be like, wait a minute, I don't trust you anymore. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 2 years as a subscriber, Still shame on me, and fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like,
Yeah.
I would rather not. TBYB. Joshua, what's up, man? He says, Mastercast Legend, much love, bro. Much love to you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. I hope you are well.
Yeah, just ignore the piece of shit underneath him.
And Tony's amazing. Tony's a legend as well. You weren't here at the time he commented. I think you were off screen. I'm catching up. Mel says, I agree, Tony. Put out both blue 4K same time with the new titles and let people choose, or put the blue in with the 4K. I mean, the combo pack is the wave of the future. For them to not do that is really goofy. And what really pissed me off is when Paramount released 48 Hours 1 and 2, and then like a month later the 4Ks. I'm like, what the shit? What the shit, man? I didn't upgrade. I'm like, I'm just staying with the blues. There's no reason for me to do that.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that they do that. And I wonder how people are gonna feel. Those who are not aware that Severn is releasing Burial Ground in 4K. If they got the 88 Films one, they're like, oh wait, I could have just gotten that.
Who was also releasing it?
Severin.
Oh.
And it should have been a halfway title because it's already out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So it's weird. But it'll be $55. So 88 Films will be cheaper. Absolutely cheaper.
Well, my 88 Films version is coming in.
There you go. Hopefully it looks decent. I haven't heard bad things, but
I have faith in 88 Films. I like them a lot.
Chris says, I don't see VS putting anything on sale that's been released within past 6 months. FOMO sells. You don't see that happening? It's happened this sale. That's already happened. It's already happened. There's stuff that's been out 6 months prior that's already been on sale.
Yeah. The Forgotten Releases.
I can't even think of the title right now, but it's already happened, man. We've already seen shit that's fairly new.
Yeah.
That's been on sale. Subscriber. I mean, so look at the subscriber titles. I mean, this is a special case because it's Culture Shock is leaving, but Streets of Death and A Flesh Merchant says absolutely this year. That's on sale.
Yeah, that was only a few months ago.
Yeah, a few months ago. So yeah, no, it's happening. It's already happening. Maybe it's a special case, but
I just got a notification that my Scream 6 Steelbook is on its way.
Nice. Where'd you get it? Amazon?
Best Buy.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm only getting one copy though. I don't need like 5 or 6 of them.
Good. Good to know.
Is it? Not to get off subject, but is it true Jenna Ortega is not coming back?
I had not heard that. But I think that would be a stupid choice if that's the case.
Yeah.
It'd be very dumb. I hope they don't do that. Jeremy with a review says Burial Ground looks great on 4K from 88. Good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know. No, I'll tell you what. Italian movies, I know I've said this before, but like Zombie and all that, there's something about them. It grosses me out more than anything. Like, just the music too, like how it's like this like weird synth stuff, and with the gore, it affects my brain in a way, and I'm like, it grosses me out so much. So like 88, watching this in 4K, when I get a fucking 4K TV again, it's I'm gonna end up having a bucket next to me.
Jesus,
because they're just so gross, you know.
Yes,
you don't get that out
absolutely.
very often, but when a movie grosses me out, it's like, I don't know, it's definitely something with the sound, like it affects my brain in a way. It's sounds weird, but like like boo, 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 like I don't know, that just like
I get it.
No, sound warfare in a way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that's why those soundtracks are so powerful, and people still listen to them, is because there's some kind of weird hypnotic quality to it. If you guys don't mind, I'll leave it on this shot for a moment. Uh, Joshua says Vinegar Syndrome or Sever needs to release the Ilsa box set already. For the love of all things holy. I mean, there's so many titles like that. Ilsa box set would absolutely sell out, even if you've never seen them. I think just name alone would get you to get it. I don't know what the rights issues are. I mean, I'm sure they know what people want. They have to know. There's titles that people want, and they just either can't get it, or it's not available, or they can't track down who owns it. But I feel like there has to be. I feel at least the subscribers should have a say. I think that would be a nice perk. Hey, you bought in as a subscriber, you get a secret poll. But I'm sure that'll leak. People will talk about it immediately. But you get a secret poll saying, hey, thank you for subscribing. Here's what we're thinking of putting out. Are these titles that are interesting to you at all? And then not even saying, hey, we have these, we're putting these out, but like, here's 30 movies that we're curious if you guys have even heard of or would like to own on physical media.
Yeah.
And then you have a gauge. Oh shit, this is gonna sell more than this. Oh, then we'll just do 4K on this because people are gonna buy it anyway. And I feel like that's smart. I don't know.
I mean, don't they want to make money?
Yeah, I mean that's what Hollywood does. If a part 1 works, then they make a part 2. Yeah. I feel like that's see what people like. Even that's as faulty. It's hard when it comes to art. Joe Jack says MC selling this movie right now. I've never seen it, but apparently nothing happens in it, and I don't know if we see any more than this.
That right there is the place something nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Take me someplace nice. That's the place.
That's the place. Oh wait, I don't want to do that. I'll go back to this. Okay. I don't know anything about it, but it is on sale for $14. I like the catalog, but but more of like their sort of Asian films I appreciate more. I don't know. Yeah, this has been interesting, and I hope some people have gotten benefits out of the sale in terms of finding something unique, something different. At least sort of discovering some movies, taking some chances on stuff. But I think sort of the hardcore people like us who've sort of been here for years feel kind of like meh about it.
You know what else? I know we said this like at the beginning of the sale, like I did. I'm after these, like, what's gonna happen today? I'm over mysteries. I'm so saying, what are they gonna bring out this month? And then it's shit. I like Severin. I used to think, why are they telling everybody what they're gonna have? It's like, now I think I'd rather that. I think I'd rather know ahead of time. I'm sick of getting excited for this shit and then like just let down.
I hear you. I think that I think a lot of people are in that boat. As a matter of fact, let's make that our next poll here. I'm going to close this one, and I'll tell you the results in a moment here. So, does subscriber week kill Black Friday? 66% said no, 33% said yes. I'm going to take a poll in a year, and I'm sure that'll flip. But we'll see. Surprise or reveal? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I'm going to put a poll here. Do you like surprises or reveals? Because I'm curious to take a temperature of the room here, what people think. I agree with Tony. I think it's nice to know what's coming. And like, oh, okay, they're putting out blah, 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 blah. And this is how much it's going to cost. I can budget for it. Whereas, hey, I can't wait to see. I mean, it's always nice every month to have sort of a, all right, here's what they got, and then, but it's almost always a wah 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 wah.
Right. If they were like, well, what are we getting? What are we getting? Oh, wow, we're getting that. Yeah. But like you said, every month is wah wah wah, and it just loses the excitement. The only benefit to that is that you get to go live.
Yeah. We go live and we get to hang out. Yeah, I don't know. Rainbow Library says, "Take Me Somewhere Nice" is on Tubi and Canopy. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Ridley Scott just finished the Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that. Cannot wait to see that. I'm a big Napoleon fan. I'm still waiting for a really good release of Abel Gance's Napoleon. That's got to come from Criterion at some point. I can't wait to own that, and it's just a really nice set. I know there is one, but it's on DVD only. I saw it online somewhere, but one day, that's one I really, really want. Pardon me, Barney, hello. He says it absolutely won't kill Black Friday. Everyone keeps shitting on this releases, yet several have sold out, and others are dipping below 1,000. Oh, absolutely. I mean, stuff will sell out, but I'm saying the majority of the sales will happen during these sales, especially when we realize we can game it in our favor. But I'll tell you what, Master of the World ain't going nowhere. That shit's gonna be at over 1,000 tomorrow. Guaranteed. Unmasking the Idol, that shit ain't moving. None of these. I mean, I think all of these are over 1,000, right? Let's see. I'll double check that. No, Beats. I don't think Beats is gonna sell out. Did we have sellouts yesterday? I think we sold out those slips on Slashdance because people bought for the tits. But little do they know. Steel and Lace isn't going anywhere. I mean, you still get titles. You do get the unicorns, like, let's see what that is right now. You get the unicorns like Undefeatable, but it's people will be buying for slips instead of the movie, which I guess has always been the case for the most part with these companies. But I feel I'm predicting it. It's gonna feel the sting. The sting of Black Friday is coming. AM 1991 says, "Horrible titles. My money's going to Barnes and Nobles. Well spent there. Absolutely." And Chris says 2 new sub-labels coming. Way too many. And I would say that wouldn't be a problem if the partner labels released movies that people will be excited about. Right, Tony?
Yeah.
Like, what if, I mean, there was a rumor, and this is a super rumor, that Severin was going to become a partner label, which that would be incredibly ridiculous because they're strong on their own. But there was a super rumor like a year ago when they were having issues or whatever. But if they had, companies, for example, Mondo, I mean, they have Umbrella. Umbrella was there. Umbrella's a good company. Mondo Macabro, Massacre Video. Massacre Video is pretty small. They could be folded in. That might help them. Something like that, where they put out movies that people genuinely purchase from these storefronts. I think the big issue now is the storefronts change. So now TerraVision's on its own. Culture Shock is back to being on its own. There's too many websites to look at, and then too many shippings to be split. That hurts. People get exhausted with that. Francis Matt, yes, Amazon is matching Criterion titles, but I would I always tell people to buy from Barnes and Nobles because they're smaller than Amazon. They're still a big company, but they're smaller than Amazon, and you're still gonna get good shipping, and you're still gonna get the movies, and you're supporting Barnes and Nobles. It's the last stand in physical media books, please support Barnes and Noble's over Amazon.
Absolutely.
You still get this. You get the same deal. You're not paying anymore. But I think, if it was cheaper at Amazon, I'd be the first person to say go to Amazon. But
plus I don't buy certain things from Amazon, like movie wise, because it's example, they show slipcover. You want the slip? Oh, I'm gonna get it with the slipcover, and you get it and it doesn't have it. Yeah, you could send it back, but like it's a pain in the ass to have to do that every time. So, but the Arrow ones, you're probably pretty safe because chances are the slipcovers are probably either sold out or something. But I don't know. Yeah. So, don't. As much as I like Amazon I'd rather support Barnes and Noble for sure. Direct.
Yeah, well, I mean, whenever possible, and I think that's the good thing about these sales. You help the companies directly, and we all we love movies, we love preserving movies, but I think at the end of the day, it's like, but what are they actually preserving and why? Help out film preservation, but at the end of the day, does it really need to be preserved? Like, do we always need to have everything? I think the answer is no, honestly.
Yeah.
In my opinion, not everything is worth revisiting, or rewatching, or owning.
Perfect example. Halloween Ends. No one needs to own that.
I think most people who own it just want to be completists and just to say they have everything.
I have the other two. I don't need the ends. I'll never watch it. It will just sit there. So I will not buy it. The only way I'm going to get that is if somebody gives it to me.
Or if there's an 8K set of the entire franchise or something, and you buy that, and then it's there. But
yeah.
No 8Ks. No.
I think I'm done with buying Halloween movies. I got the 4Ks. I'm done. When they mess that up, having these three in a little box, these three. Get the fuck out of
here. Yeah, they did. That was very odd.
What is it? These marketing departments, like, what people would love if we made especially completionists and people who like to look at their collection. Let's totally mess it up. Let's have these three in a box, these three separate. They should have just kept doing what they were doing with the first three that they put out. They're nice.
Yeah, I think they did that because they thought those the last three wouldn't sell on their own. So they said if we put them in a box, they have to buy them. I don't know.
Oh.
But it is what it is.
It's true though; they're pretty bad.
Yeah, they're definitely the rougher ones. Chip says there's been a rumor of a Peter Jackson early movies box set. I think that's Arrow. If I remember correctly, I think the rumor is Arrow's putting that out one day. Those would be fun. Those are really enjoyable films. I don't know about 4K because most of those are in 16 millimeter, and they're especially like bad taste. I don't think 4K would do that movie any justice at all. But
no,
it's a good movie.
I think that would sell out pretty quick too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That to me, that I would buy from day one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much I would buy day one, honestly. I mean, unless it's like something I've been waiting for a while. Well, Demon Warp, Freaked, Midnight Hour, But I usually depending on the price, I want to be. I can wait for the most part. Barney says Mondo Macabre would be an awesome partner label, mostly just to save on shipping. That's why people love it. Hey, there's Freaked. There you go. Absolutely. That's why people love being a subscriber, because you get it through OCN. It's a one-stop shop for these titles, and Bumpy says justice for Corey.
Fuck that franchise ruiner.
I mean, I feel bad for the actor, but man, yeah, it wasn't his fault. It definitely, And that's what makes me unexcited about the Exorcist, David Gordon Green movies, because I feel he's gonna do his monkey wrench bullshit and like, oh man, the first one's gonna be great, and it'll set up something interesting, and then he'll just slowly start taking dumps on the franchise, and Pazuzu dies tonight, you know. Yeah, I'm really not excited about that.
I hear you.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, because the first Halloween there was pretty good. Brutal. I don't want to get into a Halloween discussion. That thing's been stepped on and mauled over. But like,
right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the first one I thought was decent. I go, this is an interesting start. We'll see where it goes, and then it slowly devolved into what it was. But I guess like anything, you know, I feel the issue is if you plan a trilogy, go in with a plan. Don't, you know, make it up as you go along.
I also hate in a movie when the entire town all of a sudden gets balls and takes over. You know, evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Shut the hell up. I love you, Anthony Michael Edwards. Or not Anthony Michael Hall. But shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, that got real goofy real fast.
Yeah.
Gosh, what a mess.
The only thing could have saved those movies is Paul Rudd came back.
And apparently they wanted him to come back, but he was busy doing Ant-Man or whatever.
Good move.
Yeah. Ant-Man. Gosh, yeah. I don't know. I think entertainment has changed so much, and it's hard to really pick sides anymore because everything just feels so I don't even know how to describe it. Just such a mess. I don't want to be depressed about art, but it happens. Joe Jack says, Scream Factory getting Natural Born Killers 4K is big. That company has been rough lately. Rough in terms of releasing stuff you didn't like, or rough as in badass? But 4K, yeah, Natural Born Killers, that's huge for them. Absolutely is.
I did see that. Yeah, that's good. I'll get that. Oh, God, this kid.
Martin says, hoping we might get some impressive titles from VS in future after they separate the Blue movies off onto the separate site. I don't think so. I don't think you'll see a difference if once they remove the adult films. I think it'll be business as usual in terms of the types of movies they release. But I think if they make enough money off of stuff like Showgirls and stuff, we might get more of those. But I think they still like to champion those really, really, really obscure movies that nobody necessarily remembered or even seen in its initial release. Tony, are you excited about this spin-off, the adult movie spin-off site?
I don't care. It depends. Are they going to get out of the 80s and 70s? You know, maybe then, but
Yeah, if they get, if they stretch into the 90s, then that'll be more interesting to me. But you know, at the same time, I wonder how that'll do on its own, because what is the audience going to be for that kind of entertainment? Like, I mean, adult movies still sell, no matter what. Go ahead, buddy. Adult movies still sell on other sites. But how many collectors do we have out there? I guess we'll find out. You know, I'm trying to convince myself to get this, and I don't think I will. Even at this price, this is the lowest it'll be, unless it goes on sale later. Another subscriber week for $10 or $11 or whatever. Even though they did say it's never going to be $10. I don't know. I don't see myself rewatching this anytime soon, but it does have a certain kitsch value, and I kind of have a thing for James Bond ripoffs. And there's a sequel, The Black Condor, something like that. And odds are we're going to get the Black Condor. Wait, did I buy this already? Maybe I bought it already. I might have bought it already. I got to check. Anyway, I'm on the fence about that. Griff says adult site has a strange name, Melusine or something weird. Yeah, Melusine, and it looks like it's the Starbucks logo, which is an interesting choice to go with a mermaid. And then, of course, let me see. Hold on, it's up here. I'll bring it up because there's something very interesting that I don't know if it's been addressed yet, but should be in here. This is the subscriber week breakdown. By the way, important notice regarding adult products. Beginning July, all hardcore titles have been pulled off. It's not on here. I thought they had a link for it here. They did have a link for it here. And they pulled it off. But anyway, Melusine. Let's see. Is it here? Did I have it saved? I might have it. I had it saved. Melusine. I believe that's Melusine. Oh, look at this. This is a real. Okay. So it's based on a real pronounced Melazine. Melizin. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Is a figure of European folklore, a female spirit of fresh water in a holy well or river. She is usually depicted as a woman who is a serpent or fish from the waist down, much like a lamia or a mermaid. So it's Melusine. I'm going to look at this.
How did we get on this?
This is the adult website. This is Vinegar Syndrome spinoff.
So their logo is a mermaid.
The logo is a mermaid, but here's the funny part. You know how Vinegar Syndrome, they put their logo on their tape?
Yeah.
If you ordered Melusine, are you going to get titties on your box in the mail?
I hope so. No. Isn't that kind of like weird though? Like you're basically saying, here's some porn, and it's a fish, technically, half a fish. You're trying to say, like, here's some smelly crotches for you?
Yes, that's exactly what they're saying.
That's not what I
exactly.
First, like, I don't know.
Here's a smelly crotch.
I don't want to hate on everything they do.
That's pretty funny. It is an interesting choice for a logo. I probably should have gone with a fish woman. I think the Vinegar Syndrome logo would have been perfect for it, but maybe just change the color of the leg. But yeah, like, so are you gonna get wrapping tape with like boobs on it? I'm sure that's not gonna be great. Hey, Dad, your boobs package came in. You know, your wife picks up. What's this? Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Give it to me.
It's my special box of fish porn.
Now, what picture is that behind it? Grelab. Is that a hint of a movie that's coming out?
No, they do that. That's the same. I think the same picture they use for like their standing by timer countdown kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in August, this will be up. If when we do the live August reveals, we'll check out this site if we're able to on YouTube. That is, and see what they have in store. But the future is bright, I guess. They're gonna spin that off, and there's gonna be a sale, from what I understand, when it comes to the pornies.
Yeah, it's gonna say this is not part of your subscription.
Yeah, which I think you still get a discount, right? As a subscriber, you should.
Yeah, you get a discount, but you don't get it for free. Like part of your thing.
Right. And now, are you thinking because of that it's on a new site that we're gonna get a porn subscription now next year or
I
this year?
I wouldn't doubt it. If not right away, eventually. You know.
Yeah.
I think
think
maybe
definitely.
I think there'll be a subscription, and I think if you're already a subscriber to this part, you're going to get like a $20 gift, like a $20 off thing or something.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, one thing we didn't really break down too well is the subscriber details, so maybe we'll take a look at that real quick before we wrap up. Barney asks, did they themselves say they would never sell at $10 again? I feel a lot of people think it, but I don't remember the company ever saying that. 100% they did. John Lyons himself has said it on Facebook and on the forums. The $10 deal was a one and done. They'll never do it again. It was just to inaugurate the 10-year anniversary. They will never, unless they change their mind, and they've done that before. Hey, we'll never reprint slips. They will never be at $10 again, according to the head honcho. So we'll see. Maybe $11, for 11-year anniversary.
Imagine the deals you'll get when they're here for 100 years.
Exactly.
$100 standards. Wow.
100% off. But what are the prices going to be?
Right.
$10,000 for the 12K release of Terror and 10 Killer.
And your kids could say, like, I remember my grandfather talking about this stuff.
Right. I mean, who knows? Who knows what our kids will have in terms of physical media, man?
Yeah. Well, by then it'll be digital. It's definitely going to be digital.
Oh yeah.
Like all digital. 4K players are going to be way in the past, and I don't think physical media in 100 years is going to be around. The only thing that might still be here, maybe, is a book.
Books will 100% stand the test of time. Absolutely. Kindle has not taken over. We had this discussion a few days ago, but
yeah,
books are the perfect physical media. Absolutely, will never change. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Fingers crossed on that. Bumpy says somehow they're gonna try and sell Master of the World in the adult sale too. Oh, probably. Like, hey, this is kind of porny. There's not even that much nudity in that movie either. I think that girl, we see her butt. I don't think we see her boobs in that. I think you just see her butt. So it's not even like a sexy, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle kind of movie. It's just kind of a people walking around the woods of California in loincloths. I mean, that's basically
that's standard, though, right?
That's what you get. Yes, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's all. That's what we all wear. It's great.
You can't see the bottom half right now, but
yeah,
he's actually in a
leopard print.
Leopard. I was gonna say rabbit, like that he hunted in the backyard.
Rabbit's more of a winter fur. Leopard is good. It's a good summer crotch flap.
Summer crotch flap. Whatever. What's his name? Wore in Avatar: Way of the Water. That's what you're wearing right now.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's what we all wear in California. Absolutely.
That blows my mind that he's the guy from Scream 6. That blows my mind.
Isn't it? It shows you how long ago they shot that fucking movie. Jesus.
Yeah.
This is what you have to look forward to. Somebody had a funny comment. Somebody had a funny comment. They said it's more of a warning than a tease. This is your subscription package going forward. It counts July, of course. Gorgo, Terror, 10 Killer, Delirium, and Psycho Girls. Out of that set I've mentioned, Gorgo's is really the only one I'd go to pick up. But now seeing these sales, what am I going to do, Tony? I'm going to wait for subscriber week.
Yep.
And if Gorgo, if the slip is down, under 500, then I'll grab it. But right. It'll be a while.
Yeah.
Specifically for me. Out of that package, that July package, which is the one you're going to go to first?
I don't know. I mean, I'll probably go. Everybody say how horrible it is. I probably will watch Terror 10 Killer first just to see.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch the Psycho Girls trailer, and I feel like it shows the whole movie in it.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting, but I don't think it's going to be good. I guess out of all of them, though, Gorgo is probably the one that I would look forward to the most.
Yeah. And you could watch that with your kids. Like it's a family movie, basically. I mean, that's essentially what it is. It's a family Godzilla kind of movie. So very much like a oh my god, why am I blanking on his fucking name? Gamera movie. So if you were looking for something to watch with your kids, I'm gonna watch it with my son. My daughter probably won't give a crap, but I think he'd enjoy Gorgo. So that's really the only one that really jumps out at me. And as a subscriber, I would be pretty bummed with the selection of
Yeah.
okay, missing some heavy hitters here. Griff has a comment. He says, honestly, don't know what they were thinking with the second half of this year. Almost nothing is exciting about this list. The 10-film collection is the only thing that might be good. And I think that's a huge, I mean, to me, I'm excited about the Prophecy UHDs.
Yeah.
But the 10-film collection, what is that going to be? Odds are, look at this list. You think that 10-film collection is going to have bangers? No.
Maybe they're saving the best for last. Let's hope.
Well, I don't think they would sell them all in a big box set. You know what I mean? If you had really fucking amazing movies, you sell them individually because you make more money that way. You put shit in a box set because it was not going to sell individually. I mean, that's the cynical approach, but that's 100% the that's what they do. August brings us a 4-film Blu-ray box set. Of course, this includes Beaks, and our theory is that it's Cardona 2. And just because, but this has 4 films, and the Cardona set had 3 films, that don't mean shit. You put a Cardona movie in a multi-movie box set, guys, that's a Cardona box, 100%. It's either that, or it's an animal murder box set, and I don't know how many people are going to run to get that.
Maybe surprised, probably.
Yes, maybe a few. Then you get a German shocker on UHD, which, just from experience, is never the one that people think it's going to be. It's always something like no one thought of. We thought UHD for July it was going to be our first big monster hit. We're getting into the world of giant, biggest monsters ever, and people are like, "Oh, humongous! It's going to be humongous, or it's going to be this and this." And it's Gorgo. Nobody guessed Gorgo.
I certainly did not.
No. And then, of course, August rounds out with a Brazilian exploitation double feature, and I really hope it's not Coffin Joe, because those are really rough-ass watches. Oof. Coffin Joe. September, you get 2 movies I'd never heard of, Arnold and Evil Judgment, and then an early 80s Hong Kong horror movie, and then a regional horror double feature. So 4 releases, but 5 movies. And again, that's a toss-up. There could be some amazing choices, but odds are the choices won't be as amazing as we hope, sadly. October brings us a Never on Disc slasher, Notorious Trauma Classic on UHD, which... we all have what we think it potentially be, but it's never going to be the one you think it's going to be. It's never going to be a straight Trauma movie, because only Trauma releases their own stuff for the most part. Yeah. It'll be stuff like Last Horror Movie or, America KKK. They're never going to give away Toxie or Sergeant Kabuki Man or even Nukem High, right? I don't think Lloyd would ever give that up to somebody else.
Maybe it'll be Cannibal the Musical.
That's possible.
That
a
would
movie that doesn't need UHD.
No, it don't need it, but that would be cool. At least I would enjoy that.
It's a fun movie. So yeah, absolutely.
And this was Never on Disc slasher. Well, thanks for narrowing that down.
Right. I'm sure there's plenty out there.
Yeah.
And it's never the one that people want. It's always like some random shit. Okay, then you get the Grizzly Golden Age slasher.
What is Golden Age? What year is that? Like,
so I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing it's got to be something like primo 80s. You know, people are saying Prowler, which would be amazing. I love the Prowler. Great kills in that. But I don't know. I think Blue Underground had that, or Anchor Bay. I don't know who had that last, but
yeah.
Who knows? That could be great, you know, and that's a nice Halloween release. It's going to be expensive. The MSRP on that is 200, over 200. So, but we are getting 3 UHDs. We're getting a notorious German gore fest on UHD, and most notorious German gore fests are shot on video, from what I remember. I can't remember one that was shot on film. But then again, I don't know as much about the German side of gore cinema as most. BC might have some suggestions. What do you think, Tony? Do you think anything interesting is coming from Germany?
No.
It could be a good UHD?
It's probably that one that BC made us watch. Is that German?
Begotten?
Yeah.
No, but that's not. No, no, it's not German. It's I actually think it's American. I forget the director's name right now, but no, I'm thinking like Necromantic, but I think Necromantic shot on. Actually, is that shot on video? I don't remember now. But like, who the fuck wants that on UHD?
No. That's again though. That's already out there on Blu-ray and stuff. We don't, and not that long ago. We don't need that.
No. I
really don't know German gore fest movies, like you said, but I'm fine with gore fest. I just don't need extreme like that, like whatever that is, whatever.
Necromantic.
Yeah. I don't need that. I've seen it, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm. I closed the poll. Do you like surprises or reveals? 52% said reveal early. 47% said surprise. So it's kind of in the middle there, in terms of how people feel about that.
Yeah.
Then November is the last Vinegar Syndrome month that you get anything, and that's a really steep MSRP, and that's definitely because of the 10-film box set. You get the Prophecy 1, 2, and 3 UHD set with exclusive restorations. I think they put that in there because the Blu-ray was on sale recently, and extras. You know, I like the first Prophecy. I don't remember the sequels very well. I liked it enough. I mean, they're not amazing movies, but yeah, that's fine. I'd probably pick that up during a subscriber week. I certainly wouldn't bust my ass to get it full price. However, because of the 10-film collection, I'm going to potentially, whatever is revealed, I may potentially get the package for November, Tony. I think I might do it.
Yeah. I mean, but then when you see the 10-film collection is like something you don't want, you probably won't get it, right?
Well, I'm on the fence, mainly because my package took so fucking long to get to me. You know, I was like, I kind of missed getting the early shipping, but I'm intrigued by the 10-film collection. You know, we're gonna get a Never on Disc slasher again on Blu-ray, plus 2 shocking surprise titles, which are usually, you know, wah type things. I gotta get that sound effect in here, so I don't have to do it. But the 10-film collection box set could be a pretty fucking stellar release, unless they shit the bed and, you know, and people get upset, which will probably happen regardless.
Yeah.
But if this is, let's say the package is $200, you know, something like that. Let's see. I mean, this is not accurate, but let's say, how much is that? Usually the MSRP is like 50 you get 50% off of that, right? Let's see. I'm gonna do a little Just quick
Usually
calculations.
everything's like $8 less.
So let's say half off of the MSRP is $175. Let's say the package is $200. For early shipping, and then you get the box set and whatever.
Mhm.
It might be worth it if they announce what the titles are in the box set. If they keep that a secret, then I'd be a little more trepidatious to approach that. But I mean that's the one question mark. Like, is it going to be garbage, or is it going to be, oh wow, I'm really glad I got that and it sold out real fast. Like if they say, hey, limited to 2,000, that's out the door during Black Friday. Absolutely will sell out during Black Friday.
Yeah.
If they say limited to 6,000, people will wait and see reviews or whatever.
Watch
what
it.
I'd like. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, watch it be like Friday the 13th box set, like their version.
Oh my god. No, they said it would be individual movies. Thankfully.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. What I'd like to do is, if I got the box set, we could do a review series, Tony, reviewing the box set together.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. Like whoever else got it, we can all kind of get together and talk about the specific box set.
Yeah.
But anyway, then December is partner month, which means you just get a discount. I just don't know how enticing it is for people. I think most people will be like, "Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to subscribe. I'll just pick and choose for subscriber week." Anyway, let's wrap it up. I got things to do. You got things to do, and we got one more day of sales, 4K. We'll see what happens. Out of here, the one recommendation I would say: Steel and Lace is solid. Unmasking the Idol is pretty good. Pathogen is pretty good. But nothing is 100% must own. Sadly.
Agreed.
Which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Griff says people are saying the fan for the German title, but Mondo has the blue, so I don't see a 4K coming from VS. And that's interesting. I'd heard that was kind of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't watched that. Let's see. When Nathan says, I'd feel like a weirdo if I watched a Necromantic. Well, that's okay. That's why it was made for weirdos, so it's okay. You're good to go.
You don't have to watch it. Not like one of those you have to watch this in your entire life. You don't have to. And there's a sequel yet.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 of them. I think. I may be mistaken.
Oh, is there? Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, thank
Nathan says, I only buy VS titles a year for my trashy cinema collection. I'm more of a Criterion guy. I hear you, Nathan. Nothing wrong with that. But Tony, as we wrap up today, if there was one movie that Nathan should buy coming up from Vinegar Syndrome, what do you suggest you put on his radar?
I would have to go with Caca Beaks.
Yeah. Y'all ready for this?